Margaret Leeke. Ararat, December the 6th, 1951. Betty Wilson Thompson then married to a Carey after divorcing a Bell. My father was David John Bell. My mother was born at Yarram and my father was born at Ararat. Full names?
Sure.
Sean Ross Joseph, Simone Francine Joseph, Adam, he changed his name, Adam Charles Leeke, Victoria Elizabeth Leeke and Kimberly Ann Leeke. My grandparents were part of a pioneering family that came to Ararat as general merchants. I don't know a lot about the history there, but I only recently learned my grandmother was one of 8 children. Only knew of a sister. And my grandfather, don't know a lot about my grandfather, to be honest.
You say you're Scottish.
I'm mainly Scottish, English, Northern Hemisphere, European. Smidge of this, a smidge of that, a little bit of Greek, a little bit of French. So, went to school at Ararat 800, where my grandmother also went to school, and my father. And then I went to Ararat Secondary College, where my mother went to school, I went to school, our children went to school. My favourite subjects were art, of course. I didn't like sewing because my auntie took it. I liked learning French. I liked sciences. That's about it. Well, we sort of had a little bit of fun. And it'd be like things like rocking roofs, or racing around the neighbourhood at night time, or getting on a bike, going for a hike out to our friend's place. As long as we were back by dark, we could be wherever we wanted to be, as long as we weren't doing things we weren't supposed to. I did have a favourite toy as a child. She was a black gollywog girl with little black curly hair and gold earrings, and I thought she was wonderful. No bias, no racism, just a gorgeous little black doll. Well, yes, of course we did, but it was very innocent sort of things. Like we'd get the chook's eggs and beat the egg whites up and add sugar and eat it like an uncooked meringue because we thought that was pretty yummy. And Mum wouldn't notice when we took the eggs. I'm sure she didn't know that. Or get up on the roof when we weren't supposed to. Just silly little things like that. I did try to smoke once. In the plantation, of all not very safe places to do it with some boys, because there were no girls around, I would play with the boys. And it was awful because we actually just tried to light a smoke out of marshmallow grasses like a filter out of a cigarette. It was disgusting. So no, I wasn't very sinful as a child. I was too busy working a lot of the time for our parents. They had a dairy, so we had to do a lot of jobs. Yeah. First job is when I left home at 16 and a half and I worked at a supermarket in Albury, because the people up there knew the people from the supermarket here that Mum and Dad knew. So that's why I got that first job. Probably working at a timber mill after being at IGA with 2 spinsters and 2 bachelors running a business by themselves, and none of them could get on with each other, and I was thrust in the middle. As long as I made their cups of tea, they were quite happy and answered the switchboard. Yeah, no, I didn't like that one. Blind date. You want me to elaborate? Okay. I was living in a flat in Ararat after I'd come back from living in Queensland. The girl next door had twins, so I used to help her look after the children, and her husband was playing football at Great Western, as was Peter. And they decided they thought it'd be a good idea if we caught up and met each other. So that's how it started. But the night of the first blind date, I was meeting him at the town hall in Ararat, unbeknownst to me, always late. And he was running late and I'm waiting to get on the bus to go to a Corral Castle in Ballarat for a medieval dinner. And anyway, he was late, so this other guy on the bus came off and he's trying to pick me up to go to this dinner at the medieval castle in Ballarat. Unbeknownst to him, I was already going with Peter. So I went down and he still tried to con me off, but no, Peter won. He was honest, he was sincere. We just clicked straight away. I could see he had all good points. I didn't find any bad ones at that point. Still can't find them very much anyway, 50 years later. His kindness, his good nature, his patience, his joy of life when he can have time to enjoy it. Well, I can't remember the proposal exactly, but I remember being embarrassed Christmas Day. He brought it out on the tray in front of his whole family, this ring box, and presented it to me, and like to announce our engagement. And I was very shy still at that point, still am. And his father said, well, it's about bloody time. So that was it, and we got married a year later, right here. My own real first house was the one we built in Great Western together, Peter and I. Oh, you'd be surprised to learn a lot about me, John. A lot. Yeah, my kids don't even know a lot about my life, so a lot of people don't. Well, you know about me being a hippie and living on a naturist beach in Queensland. I told you that the other day, and that's totally out of context of what anybody would ever perceive me to do. Yeah. Lived in a lightkeeper's house with my mother. That was quite interesting at Caloundra. That was different. Been some different places and done some crazy stuff, but not too crazy. Never did drugs. As I said, never drank alcohol till I met Peter. So can't blame that on anything. I was clean living hippie, didn't smoke. So I was fairly quiet actually, John, till I met Peter, and then he brought me out of my shell a bit. Yeah, I really kept to myself a lot. No, I used to be in a church choir as a young girl, the mortarboard and the robe, and used to do soprano. But no, not now. No. Good Lord, don't open that can of worms. Sometimes I didn't do it well, put it that way. I did as a child with maggots. No, I don't have a nickname. I'm always called Margaret, and some people call me Margie or Margs, which everybody knows I'm not particularly keen on. Never travelled anywhere much as a child. We'd go to Port Fairy for my grandmother, rent a little holiday house. Dad never went. Mum drove the car down. I think it was our grandfather's car to get there. Very rarely. Probably too busy when we were kids. Probably travelled most when I met Peter. I did go to Queensland, live for a couple of years with another guy. Saw a bit of Queensland, but no, more with Peter. He took me water skiing, took me snow skiing, houseboat trips, then over the world, everywhere, and I never would have thought I'd do any of that at all. So he's a good travelling companion, don't you think?
I do.
Oh, it changed. When my hair colour changed, my favourite colour changed. I've gone more into the brighter greens and blues, whereas before, no, it was a lot more subdued. Favourite food. One I really love. Really love. I love a lot of different foods. Let's just think. Jeez. I don't really know. I enjoy good food, and it needs to be fresh, seasonal, mainly grown myself. I'm a lot happier because I know it's organic. So good foods. Doesn't have to be anything necessary. It's the song out of the Romeo and Juliet movie, which I really liked. Of all the trips away, I think France, Provence, out in the country. Yeah, I love cities, but all cities look the same after a while. You get to see the bits you want to see and the rest just looks the same. Be lots of things on my bucket list. If I get my darling husband retired, we'd be doing it. Honesty, good health, good company. My kids. Peter. You're getting me all emotional now. Lots of things. I just want people to be kind to each other. Be honest. Enjoy what you have, not what you haven't got. Yeah. Frustration about things. Yeah. Things that won't happen that I'd like to have happen. I get annoyed with people being dishonest or not being themselves. I get angry at being late for things often because I have to wait for somebody who's not quite ready most of the time. But I get over it very quickly, honestly. I don't let it simmer away inside me. Yeah, I do. Would I change my life? There's lots of things I'd change. There's a lot of crap went on earlier, but can't change it, so you've got to move on. Little doors in your brain that you keep locked. You don't open it up. Small mercies. It's got a lot to be thankful for. How lucky am I to live here, to live my life? You work for it, but God, I wouldn't be anywhere else. See, I go back to honesty all the time. Be honest, be true. If you have issues and you can't deal with them, go and talk to somebody about it. You can't bottle it up. Nobody wins, especially not you.
Best sandwich.
Apple and Vegemite. Love it.
What's one thing you own that you should really throw out?
It's not Peter. My grandmother's old fur coat. It's looking pretty ratty, but it's just an attachment with my grandmother.
What's the scariest animal?
To me, bloody great big thumping merino ram heading towards me. Don't like them. They hurt.
Apples or oranges?
Apples.
The apples. What do you think happens when we die?
You rot.
Favorite smell?
Smell of rain coming.
Least favorite smell?
Poo.
Flat or sparkling?
Sparkling.
The most used app on your phone?
Probably Facebook. The kids put me onto it so I could see photos and things. So it's, or the Messenger, so I can send messages to and from if I want to. Yeah.
You get one song to listen to the rest of your life. What is it?
Oh gosh. That's a hard one to think of because there's so many things you get to like a song, but you like it for some reasons, but you mightn't like it forever. So I'm not sure if I've got a real special favourite. I like a lot of different genre. Yes, I won't put it down to one.
What number am I thinking of?
Well, it can't be 6 because that's my number, so I have no idea what you're thinking of.
Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
Get on with it. No, and enjoy. I was going to put, can I put the and in? And enjoy? Yeah, well, just do it and don't stop then. How's that?
Do it and don't stop. Done.
And don't stop. Yeah, it's 5. And yeah, so shall I unclip it?
Oh, okay, we'll be done.